I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Go ahead and call this meeting to order. We need approval of the agenda, and I would like to go ahead and add a fireworks permit on items, we'll just make that 7A. And also a vendor permit 7B to the agenda.
I can make a motion to approve the agenda for Monday, July 24th.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of Monday, July 17th minutes.
I thought they read well. I'll make a motion to approve them. Second that.
There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. First item on the agenda is to approve payables. Jean and I had a couple questions prior to the meeting, but we did get those answered. Thank you, Courtney.
A big one for conservation, I think, is the dump truck they bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the questions. That and also under the sheriff's, we looked up what the 2 XP50 Pro was, their night vision thermal
And
scopes.
the other thing on the conservation is also there's a trail project that was out of Capitol, then there's one in the general for other, and that's for some special COVID dollars that conservation's got, so. The only other question I had was, there's a condensate pump on the jail. I wonder if that's still in warranty. I'll call Ken and ask him about that. If there's no other questions, I will make a motion to approve the payroll.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
We don't need many more like that.
Report here, if you want to sign, there's some.
Million and a half.
Yeah, payables were $1,552,374.68. All right. Item number 2, authorize chair to sign City of Carroll voluntary annexation for Lot A of Lot 1 Northeast, 1/4 Northeast, 1/4 Section 22-84-35. This is west of town, kind of out near Haley and Plymouth. Well, the old sail bar.
You get a copy of this? Right, yeah. It's this portion right here.
Yeah, this is just the annex to trail part, I think. Right? This isn't the 2 lots yet.
Sorry.
It's just the. This first annex is just the annex the trail part of it, right?
Yeah, she's said.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she knew about it.
No, this came from,
this
came from the city.
It's 200 and roughly 260 yards of trail length.
Yep. And apparently the county did that on another area of that, in that area when they.
Conservation was fine with it. There's already parts of the trail that are in city limits going through Rolling Hills Park and stuff like that, so.
Well, I think it's good to do this that way. And for the completion of the annex for that other project, so. If there's no problems, I'll make a motion to authorize chair to sign the voluntary annexation. I'll second it.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
There's a place here for you to sign stuff, under the applicants. Okay.
Can we do it on page 2 or 3?
Well, where it says applicant, I think it's the back of the first page. Down at the bottom.
Definitely not owners. Applicant would be on page 2.
Yeah, we're the applicant because we're applying to have it.
Perfect. Okay, I'll sign this. Item number 3 is to approve fiscal year 23 substance abuse annual report.
Are we the owners or they're the owners now?
I don't know, I just, when I looked at the front of that, it said we're the applicant, so I'm
Really?
assuming that's what we signed.
Hey, why am I not able to get in there?
Was everybody able to take a look at the report?
So this, was a contract for with new op.
Well, this is the report.
So this will show like everything that they did last
Yeah,
fiscal
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yep.
And this is a report that is done yearly.
And I
And I'll-
reviewed it and it looked very similar to the one the year before, so.
And I'll be setting up my audit with Chad probably within the next few weeks to go out and just do a random file pull.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably because you can't be a guest. Yes.
So on there, and then we match that. Didn't go. And then that
Yeah, we give them the 10 and then the 35 comes from the state.
state.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to talk to this
Yeah.
second time it's done that.
I did take a look at it. I'll go ahead and approve. I'll make the motion to approve the fiscal year 23 substance abuse annual report. Second. There's a second. Is it any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, item,
On that, like on newspaper radio, do you tell them the amount that the county match on that, or what's the highlight of that?
no, I mean, you could put,
Well, that's gonna be probably,
10,767.
but that's gonna be in the next, there's another one, ain't
I
there?
know, there's another one, yeah.
okay, so I mean, if you want to throw some numbers in there, you can just zip through this report, grab a couple of the numbers, but this also, this number comes up at the end of the year during budget season
Yeah.
too, that may match it.
Okay.
I think in years past, I've just said we approved fiscal year 23.
This report.
All right, item number 4 is to approve building permit for Steve Riesenberg at 24591 Granite Avenue. Everything looks good. The only reason why I think this came before the board is because of that it's a fourth a mile outside of Arcadia. Manning,
Albert.
Calvert. I'll get it right one of these. Yeah,
Albert approved it last week at their board or their city meeting.
yeah, typically you guys, these building permits don't come before the board unless one of these check marks comes.
Yeah.
Flags one of those. Otherwise, Sarah's able to monitor this.
I don't see any problem. It looks like it's got setbacks and everything. I'll make a motion through the building.
Second that.
There's a motion and a
Because it's
second. Any
24
more
back.
discussion?
Yep.
If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
So just keep. Do any of this?
I'll do that.
Okay.
It's been approved.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, item number 5, approve proposal request number 3 for the courthouse HVAC replacement interior improvements. I don't know if anybody had time to look over this, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the flooring that we had allotted for a room downstairs, and we're gonna use that up in the clerk courts area to finish that. So it's more of a not using it in that temp space and using it upstairs.
When we get done, I want to talk to you on this.
Same.
And then also relocating the AV rack from meeting room GO1 to storage GO5.
Yeah, it's just moving,
Yeah.
I think that little storage area. The only that. There's no dollar amount on this thing.
There
I
isn't.
kind of wish there was. Anyway, but it's necessary stuff done.
Well, and I'm assuming there'll be a change order that you'll approve that
Yeah.
have a dollar amount down the road.
Yeah, so right now we're just approving the request, for the carpenter.
And I don't think it's gonna be a huge dollar amount because we're gonna be taking that money that the same square footage that we'd have been using down in that temp space up in the courts. We'd have to do something no matter what.
So we're moving the carpet from the temp space to the third floor.
Yeah. Might be a little more, but that money was already allotted, so I don't see a big issue with that change.
We need a motion on that?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve proposal request number 3 for courthouse HVAC replacement interior improvements.
Second. All right, there's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Yes.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, we're gonna approve the homestead and military applications. This is the report that Courtney sends to us every year.
And then when they say,
Yeah, I'm gonna sign in the first time. I'm gonna try to get it all the way out there.
So that would be the disallowed.
oh, yeah,
So,
they're so.
Yeah. well, if they sold their property, they're not gonna be eligible for a homestead on that property. So these come from the assessor's office. They maintain all the homestead and military disabled vet credits. And then in July of every year, I get an Excel spreadsheet that shows me the new ones and the disallowed ones on all of them. And then the board approves these. And then when I'm doing the tax billing, I look at these and make sure that they're getting the credit.
Credit.
for everything else.
So these. This list is longer, it's $3,250. This time.
You know what? I don't know if those are on there or not.
Yeah.
Like, is your name on there? It is. Okay, so, yeah, anybody that came in and applied for that new.
It almost wasn't.
Can I make a motion to approve this list minus?
Well, I almost, it had me so upset, I almost didn't sign up.
So, yes,
I thought, why should I be,
Why so long?
should I be a done?
So really, you can question any of these, just don't say the name.
Yeah, and if you do have any, it would be, the assessor's office, you'd need to talk to about that, because they apply over there.
So there's a disallowed one,
Mm-hmm.
and then the disabled vet one.
Yeah, and that one is a little different, that credit.
Oh, they got them all different directions. It's got dang thing, see?
Yeah, that's what's hard to see on that, and then your screen closes.
There's a disallowed one.
And there wasn't any disallowed disabled vets this year. There were several new ones. You can see on some of the disallowed military, some of the reasons are they applied for the DAV, which is disabled veteran.
Any more questions? We're in order for a motion.
Make a motion, get through on all of them.
Yeah, you can include 6 and 7 in the same motion.
Okay.
I just list them separately.
Separate, okay.
Yeah.
So make a motion for the homestead and military applications and the disabled veterans homestead tax credit applications.
A second. Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not,
Thank you.
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're gonna go ahead to 7A. Courtney, you heard me say I was adding them right above. Okay. 7A is a fireworks permit for Mike Berger for the 29th. 13618 185th Street, Arcadia.
I'll make a motion to approve the fireworks permit.
I'll second. There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And then 7B is a vendor permit for today for Two Palms Grilling, Brian Humlos, and Courtney will pass this on to the state inspector in case there's an issue, but that's good to have this on file.
I'll make a motion to approve that one.
There's a motion and a second. Any more discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, item number 8, manure management annual updates. AE Pork, section 32, Maple River Township, updated soil samples and P indexes. Stone Path 3, section 23, Pleasant Valley Township, no changes. Delta Pork, section 33, Arcadia Township, no changes. Justin Schrader, section 33, Wheatland Township, no changes. Laverne Graving, section 34, Pleasant Valley Township, no changes. Schreer's Finisher, section 5, Arcadia Township, no changes. Dennis and Bill Vanami, section 25, Wheatland Township, updated soil samples and P indexes. PNP Farms Incorporated, section 26, Nice Township, no changes. Committee reports.
Oh, there you go.
There you go, first. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You-
Last week I didn't have much. Well, this week I got newspaper and radio, and this weekend I went and did another private deal at Burritos on. Looking at a road that is caving in there, so. That's it.
Okay, Monday was at courthouse HVAC, I guess we kind of report on that. Tuesday was the Rolling Hills mental health board meeting. And I think Courtney sent that out to you. We did that so that, because the biggest portion of our meeting was to revise the 2080 agreement due to House File 471. And we did that by resolution, approved it. And we sent that copy out to all of the member counties so they're aware of it. Instead of doing it by signature each time. Then we approved the financial reports, but then also next meeting is August 30th. Then Tuesday night, I went to the Farm Bureau meeting. I was kind of curious, but one of their resolutions is in regard to find it there. Put it ahead. Road grader training requirements. So that was that Thursday, there was CCGP executive meeting. I did not get to that. And then Friday was supposed to be a Yes Center board meeting, and that got canceled due to lack of quorum. And I will tell you, it's probably the first time I've had a board member that I've gone that had a lack of quorum.
And it's odd for that,
Yeah.
because normally that's well attended.
Yeah. This week, Wednesday, I think you and I meet with Silver Queen.